Hello. Welcome to day 11. My name is Kevin Owasu Itoy, and welcome to my blog, teachyourselftestautomation.com, right? And there's also a channel, a YouTube channel to go with that. Also the same name, Teach Yourself Test Automation. Right, we are on day 11 and we are doing how to write customized Xpath in Selenium Webdriver. Right. An Xpath is just the path, right? Let's take BBC website, right? And kind of explain Xpath. So you've got your HTML code, right? And all of this code in here, right? That's what the developers have used to actually develop this page, right? So all this code in here relates to bits and pieces of the objects and elements of this page, right? So an XPath, so it starts with the whole XML starts with the body, right? So the tag body. So if you highlight on body, the body tag. Oh, let me bring this down. How would I bring that down? Right. If you highlight the body tag, you see the whole page is highlighted, right? And let's say we want to traverse, right? So move to one of the other elements on this page. So say the news tag up there, right? So the news tag will be down here somewhere, right? So that's what the XPath is. You are traversing or you're moving from one, like the body tag, to a child, to a parent, and then the parent has a child, right? So that's how you're moving, and that path is what you attribute to your XPath, right? So your XPath is basically identifying a path to the element you want to inspect or the element you want to automate, either clicking on it, entering text into a field, right? So that's the general idea about Xpath, right? So let's get back to our blog, right? So I'm teaching myself a Selenium WebDriver with Java, and today we're looking at how to write customized Xpath in Selenium WebDriver. Right? Why would you want to do a customized Xpath? You want to do a customized Xpath. Remember, we have used the browser tool in order to get our Xpath before, right? We copied our Xpath from the browser tool. So again, click on any element, inspect that element, and the HTML, which the developers have used to come up with the properties for that element, you right click on that and then you go to copy, and then you just say copy Xpath, right? So you use your browser tool to come up with your Xpath. So if we go to a notepad, control our Xpath in there, right? And that's your Xpath that you use in your test script, your automated test script to automate on clicking on that object or element, right? So sometimes, right, well, you want to customize your Xpath is because sometimes this might not, the Xpath you come up with using the browser tool might not be effective, right? I've not seen cases where it is not effective, but that might be one of the reasons you want to write your own customized Xpath, right? So that's one of the reasons, right? So let's just dive into it, right? So how do we come up with our own customized Xpath, right? Xpath has a syntax, right? And the syntax is, let's go back to I'll close this. We'll go back to our notepad. So you can see the syntax is two backslashes, a tag name, no, this one, and then iterate, and then attribute is equals to single quotations open value and single quotations close, and then your closed brackets, right? Now that is your syntax, right? Syntax for your Xpath, right? And in order to know, so that's your syntax you're going to use, right? So when you inspect any element, to use that Xpath now, you have to understand your HTML code and what it means, right? So let's go back into our favorite search box here on BBC, right? And we inspect that, right? In order to understand all this properties the developers have used to come up with this object or this element, right? We copy that, copy element, we'll go back to our, yeah, so we paste that in here, right? This is rather a big one, right? But it can still do, right? So you have to understand, right, the HTML tag for that element. You have to understand all the what this means, right? So the start of your HTML code is always the tag name. That's always called the tag name, right? So if we bring that down, we call this tag name, right? And then after that, everything after that is, and they are all attributes, right? So you have your ID attribute, you have your type attribute, autocomplete attribute, autocorrect attribute, right? So you can just bring all those down. And your name attribute, which is a Q, right? So all these are attributes, right? So if we want to say, let's go back here. If we want to use ID, right? If we want to customize our Xpath using ID, this is how we do it. So you go back to your syntax, copy your syntax, right? Bring it down here. So if you look at your properties that the developers come up with, right, for your given element or object, right, the tag name is equal to input, right? So you can copy your input, put it where you have your tag name, and then your attributes are this. That's your attribute. ID is an attribute, type is an attribute, autocomplete is an attribute, autocorrect is an attribute, name is an attribute, placeholder is an attribute. So in here you just put ID, for instance. So your attribute is ID, and the value, ID value, is this, right? Copy that and you drop that in there. So copy that without the quotes, okay? And you drop that in there. Now that's you used your ID attribute to come up with your Xpath for this field that you've just inspected, right? So you will inspect this again and then see what the actual browser tool has come up with as an Xpath, right? So that's a browser tool Xpath. I'll do that again, sorry. Copy Xpath. That'll look more like a CSS selector to me, right? See, they also used ID, right? They also used ID as an Xpath. So this star just means any attribute, right? That star just means any attribute. It means the same thing as input, right? So this and this are the same thing. And if you copy this and you use this to write in your Selenium. See, let's do it, right? Let's do it. Go into Eclipse. Let's make a new test case. And this we'll call Xpath. No. Xpath custom. Yeah, just make Xpaths. Cost. Right, and then you click on public static void main. Don't forget that. Now we have our shell script here. Go to other script, and remember, we take our top 2 common lines to every script you're going to write using Chrome in Selenium Webdriver. So that's it, right? Now let's open the BBC website. So launch the BBC website. It's just been slow. I was being a little bit too quick there. So driver.get, right? Open and close double quotations. When I head back to our BBC website, copy that. Oh, got. That's all right. We'll paste that in there. Now we want to use those Xpaths we just came up with, right? And let's see here. I want to identify that and write in spots in there, right? So what we'll do is driver dot, remember, find element by, right, dot, and it's going to be Xpath, isn't it? So we're going to use our customized Xpath, right? Open and close double quotations. Go to our notepad, copy our Xpath, and drop it in here. And since it's a text field, we want to say dot send, right? Send keys. We want to go open and close double quotations. I'm going to say news, right? So now if we run that, you see what happens, right? So just run that. Okay. There we go. It's been a bit slow. So that's us use our customized Xpath, and hopefully we are sending some text into the field or the element, the text field, right? The element we just inspected, or the object, right? So hopefully we'll see news get typed in there. Right, that's it. See, that's it there. Simple as that. Okay, that is using your customized Xpath to identify any element or any object on a web page, right? Okay, thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get videos when I release them. Okay, thank you very much. Remember to follow the channel. We're going to be doing lots of automation, various tools, looking at various tools and looking at APIs and all that stuff, right? All that good stuff. So if you're into all that good stuff, remember to follow the channel, follow my blog, and see you day 12. Okay, thank you. Bye.